Good morning, pregame crew. It is Monday, January 10th, 8:25 a.m. Eastern, 6:25 a.m. Mountain Time. I'm Chart Gal Lori. You're at the pregame show. Good morning. Hey, Scott, Blue Dog, Mark, John, Jorge, Aaron, Batman, Nicholas, Cassia, Mal, Tammy, Lisa, Romar, Night Truck, Roger. Good morning, Sebro. Hey, Greg. You're ready to figure this all out, huh, Scott? Good morning. Thanks, Chuck. I appreciate it. Thank you. We always have a ton of viewers when there is fear in the market. So I know some of you may be scared or may be concerned. Maybe you have longs on. Let's just be methodical about everything and take this one step at a time. Hi, Amira, Asia, Steven, Jeremy, Mary, Mo, Chulo. Good morning. Yeah, we're going to figure it out, Scott. We'll figure it out together. How about that? So you're at the pregame show, and what I do is I go over the indices, commodities, crypto, and movers and shakers of the day. We're waking up to a sea of red, absolute sea of red. But the majority of my names, I'm looking green. So here's my list, preview. Hey, Sid, good morning. Hey, Topher, does anybody have a request? My request is for Georgia to beat Alabama, but I know it's not going to happen, so that was my request. Good morning, Paris. Hi, Kate. I will do one request before I get started with indices. Tilray is popping. They had revenue news. Tilray is, look at this volume. Tilray pre-market volume, 2 million shares traded. Yes, I think it's a gap down for buying. That's what I'm thinking. Brett. Okay. So Tilray's running into the 4-hour 50 MA. Your next resistance is the high of pre-market 725, then 729. Support 640 and 629. This looks good. We know bears love to hate on Tilray, on any marijuana that is, but this juice could have some staying power. We'll see if it's a gap and go or a gap and crap. We'll see. You want to look at Baba? Hit the like button, please. Thank you. This probably looks better on 2-week. Yep. Potential bear flag on Baba, so be careful. It had some nice Momo last week, and in my opinion, that's just because the tax loss harvesting is done, and this is just, we reached max capitulation, and this is a dead cat bounce. If anything, I would be looking to short Baba in this area. This actually could be a Queen of the Mountain trade. I would look to short 134. It could trigger laggards for sure. So CGC is up in response to Tilray being up. We have a double top here at 878. So you could definitely look at buying any type of pullback in CGC. Key support 851. Thanks, Joker. I appreciate it. You're in New York City. Y'all are allowed to do online gambling now as of Saturday. Let's look at Tesla. And then we'll start with the indices. Tesla gapping down. We closed last week with a bearish engulfing candle, and now we're gapping down below those levels. Your next support is down at 886. Hourly RSI is oversold. So really you would want to buy a 4-hour oversold, and we're just now approaching it. So in TCG, one of the principles are when you're looking for a weekly higher low, which Tesla has enough room here for a higher low compared to that 886 number, and you look for that when it's 4-hour oversold. So Tesla may be a gap down for buying. 973 and 960 are your next supports. This may be a gap down for buying. I like it. Zynga is a no trade for me because they got bought out. And so that number is now fixed. So let's see. Zynga got bought out. This is our news channel. It's one of the first stories I posted. Sorry, don't want to make y'all sick. Where is it? Take-Two bought Zynga for $9.86 a share. You see that? Then that becomes the number. So if you're in it already, congratulations. If you're not, it's 906 right now, 905, and the price is 986. So I guess you have about 80 cents of room there that you could possibly buy, but I don't like messing with these. Because what if the deal goes south? So Take-Two is supposed to acquire them at 986 a share. But what if it doesn't go through? Then you're crushed. So I kind of leave those alone. All right, let's get started. Hi, I'm Chart Gal Lori. I'm part of the Chart Guys community. We teach technical analysis. If you don't follow me on Twitter, why not? Chart Gal Lori. Go follow me. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notify button, or hit any button. So right now on ES, we are looking for a weekly high or low. Sorry. If you're interested in my chart setup, it's on the screen now. I'm going to delete it to save some real estate. So again, we're staying with that same 4-hour oversold, looking for a weekly high or low. We are there now. So on ES, we are 4-hour oversold, RSI of 27, and we're looking for a weekly high or low relative to 4520. Plenty of room. Plenty of room for a high or low. How much do we get back? We're just now approaching that 0.618 retrace. Let me clear everything actually. So we're looking for a weekly high or low. 4-hour is oversold. I think this is a gap down for buying, yes, but I'm not going to be stupid about it either. I'm not going to be pig-headed with my thesis. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And market internals will tell me if the bears really came to play today and if they're just going to beat up on the markets all day long. The fly in the bull's ointment is US 10-year. Super strong. So we got a monthly bull break last week. Did that happen last week? We get over 1.77. Sorry, y'all. It happened Friday. That's right. It happened Friday. So now the US 10-year, the daily RSI is 72. We're not in all-time high territory. So I think, I hate to say definitive statements because in trading, all we have are just probable scenarios and we just have to constantly go with probabilities. But we are overbought on the daily. We are overbought on the 4-hour. The hourly, we have some bearish divergence. So I would look for a potential top fish against 1808. And what does that mean? Do we have to actually trade this or TNX? No. But what I am saying is this can mark the bottom for QQQ if we could just get a pullback in the US 10-year. So I like how much it pulled back on the hourly. So now on a bounce, we're looking for a lower high. It doesn't mean it will happen. Look here. That should have resulted in a lower high, but we got a higher high. So we need the US 10-year to chill out in order for NQ to get a bounce. NQ, we got a weekly lower low. So let me flip from ES to NQ. Okay, that's NQ. And look at ES. We're looking for a higher low on ES, but on NQ, we got a lower low. And NQ represents the majority of the market. We have all of our generals in NQ, like Microsoft, like Apple, like Amazon, Facebook. So it's imperative for NQ to find a bottom, and I don't think NQ is going to find a bottom until US 10-year finds a temporary top. Let me go back to NQ and make sure I give you levels. So on any bounce, bears are going to be looking to step right back in at the EMAs on the hourly. So 15669 is your key resistance for the day. And we've lost the fear lows. So y'all remember this. Dan was calling this fear lows. Actually, it was here. The first fear low, second fear low, and we've lost both of those supports. RTY. Let me go back to ES. I want to show you something. So ES on the 50-day, I need ES to close above the 50-day. We all need it. If you're a market bull, you want it to close over the 50-day. Losing the 50-day is very, very crucial for that not to happen. So here we clung on to it just by the hair of our chinny chin chin. So now we need to get back over that daily 50 MA. So that's one key component. US 10-year needs to find a top. ES, we need that weekly higher low here at that 4-hour oversold. US 10-year needed to chill out. And VIX just got a higher high on the daily. But we've seen this movie before. So let me show you on the hourly. So y'all remember this? VIX gets a higher high and then promptly falls down. So that's what the bulls are hoping happens today. The market bulls, that is for this peak above and fail and go back under 2080. So we just got a daily bull break on VIX. That's notable. And on RTY, we have symmetry at 2136. This is what I mean. For a potential inverse head and shoulders. It's not the cleanest. You know, I'm not going to print this and put on mom's refrigerator or anything, but we rejected from the daily 50 MA. We pulled back. So 2136 represents that low of that left shoulder. If we're going to have an inverse head and shoulders, that means the right shoulder would have to pause here around 2136. So it's important. We got so many things in play today. We need ES to hold the daily 50 MA. We need RTY to find a temporary bottom and give us a daily inverse head and shoulders. We need the VIX to pull back despite that daily bull break. And we need the US 10-year to find a temporary top. Okay, was that enough? And hit the like button, please. So on YM, so the Dow really held the market up last week from full collapse, but we did get a daily lower low despite all of the strength last week. And look at names like this. Isn't that beautiful? If Caterpillar were not so extended on the daily, it would have been a swing report name this weekend. We have the squeeze, and it has enough runway actually on the weekly to keep going. But we had charts like this that were really holding us up last week. And that is all in part to the Dow. So we're at the daily 21 EMA. Hourly has yet to get oversold. We're holding this support. So Friday's low, 35960. We're holding that by 10 points right now. That could be a key level going forward, 35960. Yes, Queen of the Mountain. I kind of see trade setups as the king of the mountain game, and someone in the room called it Queen of the Mountain, and we just went with it. But it's basically the key setups that I'm looking at for the day that I think are pretty clear setups with a high probability of working out. Do they always work out? Nope. But I just like the setups, and they're pretty clear and clean. Bitcoin, hourly downtrend. We had a good bounce going on crypto, and it's given it all back. Support 40505, resistance 42250. So on the 4-hour, we're just looking for a lower high on any bounce. We got the higher low, higher high, higher low, lower high, and we rolled over. Same thing with ETH. We would just be looking for a lower high compared to 3180. Your next resistance would be 3212. Support is 3000. Gold. So I don't like this chart. I feel like how I felt last week with nat gas is how I feel about gold. So we were looking for that weekly lower high, and now we have enough room for a higher low compared to 1753. So on the 4-hour, we have a higher high, higher low, higher high. So key support today is 1789. 30-minute inside bars. I don't know what that reaction was earlier. I was watching this. It pulled back pretty fast. So the 30-minute inside bar resistance, 1796, support 1790. Okay. Oil. I'm still bearish oil. I know y'all heard me talk about that all last week. So this is your first day here. Welcome, and it won't be boring to you, I don't think, because I haven't said it to you yet. But if you were here all last week, you're sick of hearing about it. So oil, what we're looking for on the 2-week is a potential head and shoulders. Okay, oil has been extremely bullish. So I understand that this is definitely a contrarian play. We're looking for that weekly lower high relative to 85.41. I am short oil. I covered a little bit at 78.40. We're getting a bullish candle here on the hourly, but I would look to add back some contracts at 79.45. We would be looking for a lower high compared to 79.45. NG heard all the crap I talked about it last week, and it decided to really go on a run this morning and overnight. So great bull move by NG. So I'm going to be bold and say this monthly higher low is most likely set now at 3536. 3536. We've been looking and waiting for this monthly higher low. So this type of gap up, we got a weekly bull break over 415. We got a weekly bull break. So that positions the nat gas bulls very well, but I don't see an entry here. If you bought last week, despite all the trash I was talking about it, congrats. And you're in a great position, and I would just walk up my stops. Beyond. So Beyond had some bullish news, and it's already given it all back. So I was looking for a potential bottom fish down here relative to 65.65. Beyond just cannot hold gains. I don't even know why I have it on here for long. Sorry, I don't like talking myself out of trades. If I thought it was a good trade setup, I put it on the list for a reason, but it's just really giving back a lot of those gains. So I would say this trade is busted. So trade ideas. So yeah, I start on my trade ideas hours before this show. So things kind of develop and change, and I just got to go with it. IoT, let me show you. Let's see. So IoT got a ton of coverage initiations. So look, IoT initiates at $25, $27, $34. So when I see these coverage initiations and I see the price target higher than where we are, I like those, especially when we have a lot of them. Y'all remember the bros trade that we killed. So I am looking for a pullback buy on IoT as a queen of the mountain trade relative to 22.75. And y'all know the deal. You have a fishing pole. Your fishing pole may be inside bars. Your fishing pole may be the strat. Fishing pole may be equilibriums, high of low bar, low of high bar, stair step, whatever it is. But I like this to the long side, but I want to buy it on a dip. Lulu. So on Lulu, we're looking for a monthly higher low compared to 313. So we're looking for a monthly higher low, and the daily RSI is oversold. Let me say that again. We're looking for a monthly higher low, and the daily is oversold. So I think this could be a great dip buy opportunity on Lulu. We're opening down pretty big. I don't even know what the news was this morning, but I think it could be a nice dip buy compared to 32560. All right. Mara, I like a short on MARA. On any bounce, I would short it compared to $29 and $29.41. I think it's a wonderful short on any bounce for MARA, and that is in light of the crypto weakness. So we had a pretty weak weekend on crypto, save for just a few hours yesterday, but I would like to short MARA as queen of the mountain on any bounce. mRNA, this stock is tricky, so I would say mRNA, that's ninjas only. Moderna, daily inside bar resistance 22197, support 21195. We're opening up in the middle of that range. I like this on a dip buy compared to 212, and below 212 I'm wrong. Netflix, okay, Netflix is really beat up. Weekly is not oversold, but daily RSI is 22. That's where I put that. I was wondering where that was. So I'm looking for a dip buy on Netflix. Support 535. Below 535, your next support is 52684. So 52684. So you're definitely going to have to wait for price to pause. It just keeps pulling back. And what you want is at least a 5-minute higher, lower high, higher low, higher high confirmed, and then put your stop below the low of day. So Netflix pullback buy. NIO, we're looking for a daily higher low compared to 2752. We have a daily inside bar resistance 3042, support 2878. So I like this on a dip buy, looking for that daily higher low compared to 2752. And finally, XBI. Okay, Lulu had lower guidance. That's what it is. Thank you for that. So on XBI, bears are scouting a lower high. So we're opening up down. So on any bounce, I would look for a lower high top fish compared to 104.88. Sure, let's look at Divi. I think that was the end of my list. Yep. Dividend stocks are positioned very, very well for this year, especially with U.S. 10-year being so high. Interest rate hikes coming in. People are going to start flocking to the divvies. Let me show you my divvy list. So despite having a pretty red week last week, the market, we had a lot of these stocks were green on Friday, the dividend stocks. This is a beautiful chart, Chris. I love it. All right, you're welcome. Hit the like button, please. Okay, any other questions? Y'all want to look at anything? Yeah, TLT is beat up. TLT, RSI 33 on the daily. Yeah, TLT may be a dip buy around 141.45. Let me put that level on the chart. KMI, Kinder Morgan. Yep, Buffett loves that name. That's a pretty healthy dividend. Your next resistance on KMI is 17.98. It needs oil to go up. This name needs oil to go up. And oil right now is not positioned very well on the weekly. All right, I think I'm going to wrap this up early. I don't see a lot of requests. Yeah, Bitcoin is definitely beat up. Thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate it. TCGers, I'll see y'all in the room. Pre-gamers, I'll see you tomorrow. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and use stop losses.